Am I the asshole for going off on a friend that thinks I'm lucky to have a son that died? I, 55F, lost my 22-year-old son tragically 11 years ago. There are no words to describe the pain, but I've learned how to carry on and live with it. I do have an amazing daughter that makes it worth it. I have a friend we'll call Anne, 55F. Anne never married or had kids. Every day Anne would message me, and at some point in the conversation it turns to her not ever becoming a mother and how it's triggering. She is either complaining or crying how she never married or had kids. No fertility issues, no miscarriage, etc. She's just very self-centered and has trouble getting along with people. The issue is every time she starts talking about mourning the loss of the children she never got to conceive, she says it that I understand because it's just like how I feel about losing Josh. If I was having a good day she'd bring up my loss when talking about her stuff, and it would be hard to deal with emotionally, but I tried to be a good friend and be there for her. Anne has a friend we'll call Kara. Kara is becoming a grandmother as her daughter is pregnant. Anne messages me every day for a week screaming and crying because the word pregnancy triggers her, and she's asked Kara not to say that word and refer to it as her daughter's situation. Anne was yelling, saying how she didn't want to hear about Kara's daughter's fucking pregnancy. She's going on, and as always she brings up my son. I don't talk about his death to many people. I talk about his life. I don't like to relive it more than I already do. Anne says, well, I never even got to have a child to lose. Like what the fuck? I sent a message telling her that what she said was ignorant and hurtful in any context. This isn't a competition. I said his death isn't all about me. He's not a figment of my imagination. He was a living, breathing, amazing human being that had his life ripped away at 22. To make it seem like I'm lucky to have the privilege of losing my only son and isn't as bad as if I'd never had kids set me off. I told her he wasn't my imagination or the thought of a child. I said the fact she won't allow people to even use the word pregnancy around her isn't normal. In my message I said that she could adopt children, but I can't bring my son back. I'm wondering if I overreacted. Am I the asshole? Edit. First let me say I appreciate all the support. I did cut her out of my life completely. Honestly, she didn't even contact me to apologize or anything, so it's not hard. She lives across the country from me now. Everyone has the same question. Why did I stay friends? I'll explain. I met Anne through my ex-husband. When my son was a baby and went to his father's for visitation, she would be around. She was really nice to my son, so I was nice to her. We became somewhat friendly but lost touch over the years. When my son died, she sent me some old pictures she had of him. We reconnected about a year ago, and it was comforting to have someone who knew my son that long. I thought it was a connection. I thought he would have meant something to her. I tried to be understanding until I couldn't anymore. Hope that explains a little. The comments are making me feel a lot better, and I'm going to read them all.